Starting the. Okay, it said this hangout is on air is live.
Okay. Are you live on YouTube?
Yeah,
Oh, so you know how to work it now, I guess.
yeah.
It doesn't say you're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, well, it says live up there in that orange corner.
On where?
Uh, Up here.
What? I can't see.
See where my mouse is circling
I don't
around?
think that means you're live on YouTube, though. You know how Mario is live on YouTube when he does his streams?
Oh, well, hopefully this should work.
Did you
I'm sure.
install like another software or something like to record with? Do you have cough medicine?
No, yeah. Well, I do have cough medicine.
Because you always cough when you talk. You're like, yeah,
So, anyways, you want to talk over me playing Pac-Man?
I guess. What are we going to talk about?
Let's see.
Popedia.
Yeah,
So wait, can they hear my voice?
hopefully.
Like
I believe so. I don't know why they can't.
you should test it first then see if they could hear my beautiful voice.
Yeah, this is what this is. This is a test.
Okay.
I just died.
I have a Miss Pac-Man machine in my basement.
Yeah. Do you like the game?
Yeah, it still works.
Yeah. So, as I remember you saying you wanted to talk about the Sims in one live stream.
Yeah.
So, how'd you first discover the Sims?
I saw my sister playing The Sims 2, and I wanted to
Oh,
play it.
did she ever own the first game?
The Sims 1? No, I never played Sims 1 actually. I
Oh,
only played 2, 3, and 4.
I played a one, two, and three. I have played a Sims 4 before, but I don't own it.
Oh wow.
So, like my sister first owned the first Sims game.
Oh wow, nice.
So I heard that the original what Sims was supposed to be was a game called Dollhouse.
What? A dollhouse?
It's where he's I think it's where you're supposed to build a home and other people would judge your home. It's more like it focused on home building.
Wow.
I just died
Yeah,
again.
I do not know that. Rip, when's your funeral?
See, I used to build a like I didn't play The Sims 1 too much because we like I spent most of my time on The Sims 2, but by far the best part about The Sims 1 was building a house
Yeah, I like
and the
the
music.
Create a Sim in Sims 4 the best.
Yeah. And have you heard The Sims 1 music?
Yeah, I think that's the best music.
Yeah, it has
Like,
this sort of a mid 20th century like a jazzy.
yeah. I also like the Sims 2 soundtracks.
Yeah, The Sims 2 it was more upbeat and what's the word I'm looking for? Happy or
Yeah. Honestly, I think Sims 3 has to be like my least favorite like one with soundtracks, to be fairly honest, you know.
I don't even have the soundtrack on in that game. I turned the music off in that.
Wow, you didn't like it?
In a way.
Wow.
Also tried but it didn't work very well at downloading some of my own music on that game.
You should play Sims 4. It's better now than it was when it came out. But when it first came out, it felt kind of rushed because they didn't add toddlers like they did with The Sims 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I don't think they had pools either.
So, but how'd you like the like for me the best part about the Sims 3 was when they added the young adult life stage and they allowed you to put different last names in the create a
Yeah.
sim.
What's your favorite Sims 3 expansion pack?
Let's see. That's a tie between probably Seasons and Island Paradise. Is that what it's called? Island Paradise?
Yeah. I
In
think
the
mines would have to be Seasons and Generations.
yeah. Of course, they don't talk about generations like Y and Z, or
Well, I was about to say, what if they did?
they already got a 70s, 80s, and 90s pack.
Yeah. I don't have that pack though.
I do. It
What?
really doesn't add much besides some clothing styles, which I never really used, to be
Oh
quite
wow.
honest.
Remember the Katy Perry one?
Well, obviously I didn't get the Carrie Perry one.
Yeah, that's so dated by today's standards because like Katy Perry's changed a lot since then. Like she's no longer about like, candy and all that.
Yeah, and she cut her hair now.
Yep, like how like Miley Cyrus cut her hair.
Like, I wonder why that's so trendy now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good job.
So is Sims 3 your how would you say it ranks with the other games?
Like, do I like Sims 3 the best?
Yeah, or the worst, or the middle?
It's pretty good. I think it's a lot easier for me to make like videos with Sims 3 than it is with Sims 4 because with Sims 3 you can move your Sims in like build mode or buy mode wherever you want. But you can't really do that with Sims 4.
Did you ever use the cheat mode in Sims 2?
No. I haven't Sims 3 though.
Yeah,
Testing
the cheat option was what made what made Sims 2 the best. It's really what made the game for me.
Have you used the cheat in Sims 3 testing cheats enabled true?
Yeah, that's what it was. Originally, it was bullprop testing cheats enabled 2 in the Sims 2.
Do you know motherload?
Yeah, I use that cheat a lot. Like
Yeah.
the
And
thing is that in
free.
well, pretty much in all Sims games, your Sims start off with only like I don't know how much like $1,500, $15,000. So you can't move them in any nice homes or anything, you know.
Yeah, that's why I used the free real estate cheat.
Oh, I haven't heard of that cheat. What I usually do is like I find a nice home. If there's someone already living in that a pre-made sim, I evict them and I delete them,
Wow.
and then I take my own sim. I put them in some cheap lot, continuously do the motherload until they have enough money. Then I move them into that house.
Don't know. Yeah, there's a I used the free real estate where you can like pretty much buy any house you want before you move them in. Are you testing it? Hello? Hello? Did you freeze or something? Hello? Hello? Did it just freeze or is it me? What happened? What? What happened?
You still there?
Yeah, what happened?
It says I'm still alive.
You're still alive? Well, no, duh.
No, live, like in the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you test the sound yet?
Not like you said I'm not live on YouTube.
Oh, let me see. No. Wait, yeah, it does say you are. It does. It actually does. Wow, good job.
Let's see, are you able to
Okay, I
access?
can actually hear myself.
Oh, so it is working?
Yeah.
All
It's gonna
right.
be a good
Hopefully,
stream.
hopefully didn't get that mess up on there.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this screen share
I'm
back
just gonna
on.
introduce myself. I'm Rainbows. I'm the coolest bitch ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Miss Pacman.
Miss Pac-Man.
Look at that.
So yeah, Sims is fun, you know?
Yeah.
You
So you
can
said
do a
this
lot.
is this free real estate cheat on The Sims 3, you said?
Yeah.
I definitely have to try that cheat.
Yup. I think you have you know how like when you make a sim and then like you are on the map and you have to choose a home?
Yeah.
That's I think that's when you have to put it in for it to work.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like a lifesaver cheat.
yeah. The biggest problem with, like I said before, I really wish you could choose your own amount of simoleons right from the get go when you build your family.
True. I guess one problem with that is that like if you could do that, then you wouldn't have to work as hard. Like your Sims wouldn't have to work as hard, which I think is kind of like the point of the Sims. I don't know. I don't know if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. But one of the things that I was also able to get around this, but one of the things I also disliked about the Sims 3 was that they removed like you're no longer um, you're able to build a vacant home, well, like an empty lot from build it into a home from scratch.
Uh,
Like I was able to get around that by just building one of those peacock things right in the yard. Then I was able to build.
huh?
No, you were able to build it, but like you weren't. You're not able to move your Sims into an empty lot in the Sims 3.
Oh.
Yeah,
Are you good at building on Sims 3?
yeah. In fact, that's one of the things that I originally enjoyed the most about the Sims was being able to build your own house. You know.
Yeah. The Sims 4 though, it kind of feels limited because first of all, there's loading screens, which is something I don't like. Like Sims 3 has an open world. That's what I really like. Sims 4, you have loading screens and all that.
I think the loading screens have gotten worse as the series progressed. In the Sims one it really took like no time to load at all. Like I wonder why the loading screens got worse as the games progressed.
What was wrong with the loading screens in Sims 4?
Like didn't you just say they were long?
They're not no, they're not long, but I just don't get why there's loading screens where you when you want to put your sim to like another destination. Cuz unlike Sims 4 and Sims 3, you can like take your sim wherever without any loading screens. I mean, you just have to follow them there.
So what other series do you like besides The Sims?
Um, I don't know. Not much of a gamer to be honest.
Yeah, I used to be a like I still have some enthusiasm for gaming, but when it comes to actually playing the games, I'm not too much of a mainly because I don't have too much time these days. You know.
Yeah.
see.
Did you like
Um,
Sims 4 when you were playing it?
I liked it for what I was able to get out of it when I was at the friend's house because I wasn't doing too much there. All I did was just build this one family that I
Mm.
wanted, and he started using that family from then on.
Wow.
Like pretty much every family I create, it's like a nuclear family, but it almost always includes a grandparent.
Oh wow. I don't really include grandparents in my households because like it takes a lot of time to make the families. But making families is actually one of my favorite things to do on The Sims and choosing what they look like. That's my most favorite thing.
Yeah. Also, and like I said before, The Sims 3 added the young adult life stage.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that you were able to make young adults the children of a just regular adult. That's usually what they are. They're usually not like in real life. Like young adults, especially when they're in their 20s, they're not usually the children of old people usually.
Yeah.
Because even if you're going old age by 60, 60 minus 20 equals a 40. Most people are not having kids at 40.
Yeah.
So what I usually do is because usually when I like to make my sim families this with the siblings, I usually like to make them a BGB. You know what that's
BGB.
where the oldest is a boy, the middle child's a girl, the youngest is a boy.
Uh,
But I always want the oldest to be a young adult, so I usually have to first create them as a teen. Then once they move them in everything, use the testing cheat enabled cheat to edit the sim and make him into a young adult.
oh wow.
But I do wish they had that in there from the get go.
Oh my god, I remember when I very first played Sims 3, I made this family and I made like these parents, young adult parents, and two twin these two twin child girls, and I didn't know how to edit the relationship. So I pretty much just like made them with not like having any like family relationship or something.
Wait, were you able to? Because what I know is that you have to relate the child or teen to some or toddler to someone when otherwise it won't start up. Like, do you just
What?
relate them to one parent?
No, I didn't relate any of them.
Like, were you able to progress and to create them?
Yeah.
Because I'm never able to do that. Like, whenever I create a child or teen, whenever there's an adult, it says that I have to link them, otherwise I can't
Well,
progress.
I mean, as long as they're living with an adult, then you don't really have to relate them to anyone, I guess. That's how it was for me.
Yeah. So, so are you able to create a different worlds in The Sims 4, like you were able to in The Sims 2?
I mean, I haven't tried, but I don't
Like I know
think
this,
so.
like I know The Sims 3 has a create a world tool that you download, but I downloaded it and it pretty much messed up my computer. I had to restart it and everything.
Oh,
Like I
yeah,
wit because in The Sims 2, like you have all these you're able to start a world from scratch. Like obviously you can't build the roads or anything, but it gives you these
yeah,
maps. I wish they
yeah.
had I wish they had that, especially in The Sims 3.
I wish they had cars. I wish they had like cars in The Sims 4.
Wait, say that again.
I that again.
Oh my god.
I wish they had cars in The Sims 4.
Part
Cars.
Oh, cars. Wait, they don't have
Cars. What the
cars?
hell? What the heck is even cars?
Oh my god. So they don't have cars in that game?
Like they do, but like it's only there for decoration. Like you can't have like your sim actually drive a car unlike on Sims 3 because it's pretty
Yeah.
much just loading screens. That's it.
I wonder that they got rid of it. Like I believe The Sims 2 was the first to have cars. Like I don't know if The Sims 1 had it in like the expansion pack hot date or something, but with the Sims games, I think they should not be removing something that was already good, you know.
Yeah, like when the fact that they removed the open world was like a huge step down in my opinion.
Well, I know a lot of people that didn't like the open world. Well, like we heard one thing people didn't like about The Sims 3 is that how time moves in the game. Like it moves for not just your active family, but for everyone else too.
It's actually one thing I like because it makes it more realistic, in my opinion.
Yeah. But the problem is that sometimes in the family you haven't selected, like sometimes when you have another family selected, the family that's not selected will end up doing things that you don't want them to do, like getting a specific job you don't want them to do.
Yeah,
You know, they'll
yeah,
eventually start relationships and stuff with people you don't want them to start a relationship with.
yeah. I understand that. Have you ever
So,
gotten those like Sims 3 glitches where like your sim has a baby and then like it covers the whole entire screen? Because I've had that before.
like I'll be honest, I've only with the same story, I've only did it did twice where sim has a baby, so I haven't seen that glitch.
Uh,
Like I usually
it comes from
don't get.
installing like custom content.
Yeah.
So if you installed custom content, then you're probably gonna see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite expansion pack? Or
For
well,
Sims
I think
3,
well, I think you already said
seasons and
seasons.
generations.
So how many do you own?
How many do I own?
Yeah.
A lot, but not all of them.
Yeah.
I own
So like
Generation, Seasons, Island Paradise, Ambitions, Town Life, Katy Perry, Into the Future, I'm trying to think, Supernatural.
oh, I have Supernatural as well.
Yeah,
Like I only use it to make like a vampire family and make them all look a film noir like.
yeah,
That's the only thing plus that it gives you this town. I don't remember what it's called. This sort of a goth like town.
yeah.
And I'm doing a pretty terrible job at this game right here.
Wow, good job.
So what's your least favorite of this expansion packs?
Um, I guess, I guess Katy Perry Sweet Treats because it doesn't really add much, I guess.
It's pretty much just a celebrity endorsement.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah. I also have Showtime.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
like,
that also feature Katy Perry Showtime?
huh?
Doesn't Showtime also feature Perry on the
No,
cover
that's
art?
a completely different expansion pack.
Oh,
What about your least favorite?
well, out of the ones I own, let's see. Well, out of the ones I own, I probably have to say movie stuff. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, I think I have that too. I don't know.
Like all it does is add this, add just a cosplay stuff. Like I never really used it because I don't want.
Yeah, I don't think it does much to be honest, or even add much.
I mean, all it does is add a clothes to make your Sims look like Jokers.
Oh, wow. Do you like the clothes?
No,
Wow. Do you ever use the randomized name? Because I do that because I can't think of any names for my Sims.
I have used the randomizer where it randomizes your Sim.
Is it like, have you used the randomized name?
Well, no, because usually when I can't think of a name, like I have this it's from 2011. This whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit.
Dictionary, encyclopedia,
That's where you get your names from.
almanac, almanac, I believe. Yeah, it gives you a list of names from different decades. So if I'm looking for like the grandparents of the family, I look at the 30s and 40s.
Oh,
Usually give them a name like Carol or Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah,
Well,
and if it's and for the parents, usually something from like the 70s, like I know Kimberly Lee I've chosen a lot for parents. Well, the mother. I've actually chosen. I think Kevin's the one I've chosen the most for the father.
well,
And as for the kids, I know I've chosen for the oldest names like Michael or Matthew,
oh wow.
Andrew.
Those names are so basic.
Yeah, the one I chosen the most for the middle child girl is Rachel.
Oh wow. Almost sounds like rainbow.
No, plus your first name is Emma.
Huh?
Plus your first name is Emma. I actually think I actually have chosen the name Emma before for The Sims as well.
For like the your younger Sims.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm young and hip.
Well, this was back in 2011, 2012, and they were teens, those Sims.
Oh, never mind. They were your age then. Never mind.
Yeah, or even older.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, this is like 2011, 2012. They'd be like born 95, 96.
I was born in a year that has four numbers in it. Did you know that?
Everyone was born in a year that has four numbers in it.
Yeah.
However, 2013 was the first year that has four different numbers in it since 1987.
Yeah. You know that guy T Rex?
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, he picked that reason as to why 2013 is the start of Generation Alpha. Like, bro, what the heck? Like, how is that going to determine what generation you belong to?
uh, like I know T Rex, like pretty much all of us, like even though he has pretty mixed feelings about generationology, like he contributes to it, but his feelings for it aren't entirely positive.
Yeah.
And speaking of T Rex, I updated the Popedia family, thinking he would be a good sibling for Nerdy Gamer.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that, though.
Yeah, because both T Rex and Nerdy Gamer are very calm and easygoing. They're not confrontational at all.
Which Papedia user would you say is the complete opposite of me? Like, acts the complete opposite?
Hmm, that's a tough one. Like my first answer at the top of the head was Tim, but then again, even he can be somewhat like you.
He trolls a lot, so yeah.
Yeah. Even though I did choose him as a Squidward in that SpongeBob family thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and also did it in the Zeros family, in which Squidward was a Slim 95, which I call him Slimward.
Yeah.
Wonder if I should start calling it that from now on.
Slim word.
Yeah. Inky.
Nah,
Si-
I still wish that crop tops for guys thread was still up.
Oh, gee. I actually did run into Al B again. You remember him? He was part of the roasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually because he was talking about doing something about a rear admiral joke.
Wow.
So I
Yeah.
decided that when I found him began on one thread, I decided to give him it was my I think it was the class of 2040 thread to give him a rear admiral joke towards him. So I sent him and he gave me an 8 out of 10 for it, but he said I should have used the word poop deck instead. I think I know where he was going with that joke.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it sounds gross, but
Wait,
but
can I ask you something?
yeah,
How come you were thinking about the class of 2040 when they're still non-existent?
because it's a scary thought knowing that they're going to be existing in not the not too far future. I mean, in the 2040s decade, I'm going to be 50 at some point. My grandmother is going to be 100.
Why are you thinking about the future like that, man? Why not enjoy the present and enjoy your youth right now?
Yeah, I
Yeah, we
know,
don't
but
need to be thinking about the 2040s. I'm gonna be 40 in that decade.
yeah, it's just that in the zeros is filled with these type of threads that want you to feel old.
Yeah. I wonder if the website is ever gonna be called like in the 20s or something.
I think there are some separate websites that use a moniker like in the 90s or in the 10s. I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure. I wonder why they didn't change it to in the 10s like when 2010 came. I guess because it's a nostalgia forum or something.
well, maybe. Like I think there are some separate websites that do use that moniker, but I know that in the zeros is the most developed because people have been on that site for 20 years now.
They've been on that site before I've even existed.
I was not even a year old when that site started up.
Wow. I was
Actually,
not
I actually
I,
do like going on the if I can. I'm thinking about the Wayback Machine.
I was non-existent.
Yeah, let's see. Do you ever use the Wayback Machine?
Yeah, I use it a lot.
So, and just finding old pages like let's see, Nintendo.com.
Huh,
Ah,
good job. So that's how it was like back then?
no. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can select 1997, December 10th, 4 years
Oh wow.
before, I mean, not 4 days before my birthday.
Wow. It said 4 years.
See, NBA
Wow.
courtside.
Wow.
Let's see.
Jesus, not even Shark Sand existed when that was like made.
Yeah, N64, Game Boy, SNES. Wonder if I could find any chat rooms. See, Ask Dan. See who is. Welcome to the first Ask Dan from the new website. Uh,
No.
oh, this guy did a Q&A like before that sort of thing became popular.
Oh
I think he's
wow.
an OG in that thing.
Damn. Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Oh, well, it's gonna be 21.
But still technically 20, so yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So, anyways, I was thinking about it. What topic do you want to bring up next?
Um, I don't know. How about um I don't know.
Something about a specific user or something?
A specific user?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like who do you think is like the complete opposite of me in terms of personality?
Maybe Slim 95.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I know he's pretty confrontational. He likes to take things seriously. He doesn't seem too much like a joker.
Yeah. And he was born in the 90s, so yeah, he's old.
He's only 23. Sue.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about with the? I think you were talking about Mario in one stream about specific of like. Did you mention a? I think you mentioned a Cal on Personality Cafe, or did you mention a call like in a KHAL?
Cal? Oh yeah, he's one of my friends. What about him?
Like I thought you said a Cal from
Yeah,
Personality
Cal.
Cafe.
Yeah, I say Cal. What about him?
Well, you know the because they're not the same people. Well, one of them is CAL,
Huh?
the user on Personality Cafe.
Oh, I don't go on Personality Cafe that much.
Have you seen some of her posts?
Yeah, what about her?
Because I know Tim or Doctor Incognito was trying to find out when she was born in one of the posts.
Why? Does he want to date her or something?
Maybe.
Like it's none of like her date of birth is none of his business. If she doesn't want to share it, then she doesn't want to share it.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I've noticed? Like people on In the Zeros, Personality Cafe, and Popedia are so like obsessed with finding out what year someone was born.
that's sort of a, especially within the zeros. It was because if you, I mean, it has a decade right in the name, and it started out focusing on decades. So it's pretty much gonna pivot to that, or a
Yeah,
segue into that.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, and what would you say, judging by the common personalities, what persona would you give for those three sites, Personality Cafe and the Zeros Popedia?
Persona, like what personality?
Yeah, no pun intended. Well, like if they represented a person as a site,
I'm not sure about Personality Cafe, but I guess Popedia would be like that really like
young.
calm, yeah, young and calm, and In the Zeros would probably be like, um, I'm not sure. I'm bad with this kind of stuff. I
Like
don't really give.
I know a Personality Cafe would be. Think of these people at the library that you see wearing these glasses, these sort of introverted people that
Yeah,
sit with their laptops
yeah,
and kind of have sort of somewhat of a snobbish but also kind of friendly attitude.
yeah. Do you know Mr. Black on the Generation Subforum?
Yeah, Mr. Black. Yes.
He was the one who made the second Millennium Humans versus third Millennium Humans. Which do you prefer?
He actually and it was moved over to the spam and he got a warning for this. He made a
Wow.
thread calling a Millennium '01 autistic.
Wow. Who even uses that insult anymore? It's like 2015.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of me when you very first met me?
I didn't know too much. I thought you were just another their user who was kind of interested in this site but didn't want to stay too much overtime.
Wow.
Because I see a lot of users that just come and go, especially since you were a younger user. There've actually been some people born in your year that I've seen before. Like
Like,
there's this one. Like if I can maybe find him, it starts with an O. Osaka.
oh,
I don't know if I'll be able to. I know it starts with an O. It's I think it's Osaka.
I think the very first post I read from you from Personality Cafe that I remember is remember Cool Dudes from Personality Cafe?
Yeah, he is a Pro Danny's brother.
Yeah, when you said that the kid has a profile picture of FNAF, he's probably born in 2005 or 2006.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
You actually got it right. He was born in 2005.
Yeah, I was shocked when I first found out about that because I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, it's not too shocking now because they're all over. It's well, not just Kulu's, but also Lindy Alley.
Yeah.
But oh, here's the guy right here, Otaku Ninja.
Oh wow.
He
Oh wait,
says,
I've seen that before.
yeah, yeah, he doesn't. He pretty much just came and went,
Oh wow.
and
Oh my god, I read that thread on Personality Cafe. Should 2001 be the first year for Gen Z? And Shark Stan was like arguing and getting so mad with
it's that's why I was skeptical about Popedia. Like like obviously, see, I was shocked when I found out he actually like is mature and wanted to take this whole thing seriously. So, and he's been a very good administrator, but you would have never guessed that back then.
yeah. Oh my god, I remember reading that thread last year, and it was so entertaining.
It's and Super Yoshi stayed very well. Nerdy Gamer stayed very calm throughout that.
Yeah, I like that. And Shark Stan was mad all over the place. Like, I consider myself a Y2C customer if I want to. You know?
Yeah. Oh, here's my reply right here. You read that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it still pretty much goes into this whole decade kid. Like I know you made a thread about why you think the concept of a core childhood is stupid.
Oh yeah. I made that out of boredom.
Yeah, I mean, thing is that the core childhood thing really only comes up in the whole generation, only in a decade kid. Other than that, you'll pretty much never see it. So this is Smart Boy right
It's
here.
just that it's just that I feel like core childhood is like what people use in decade kid the base to try and squeeze in with the decade that they want to be considered. You know what I mean?
Or to squeeze younger people out.
Yeah.
Oh, so Smart Boy right here.
Yeah.
At first I thought Smart Boy and Millennium 01 were the same person.
Oh well.
Because I mean, they were both born in 2001. I thought they had somewhat of a, even though that may not be the case because obviously Smart Boy seems to be more snarky, or while Millennium seems to be more reserved. If that's the right.
Remember that screenshot I showed you of cool dudes roasting Danny?
Oh yeah,
That was hilarious. I'm so glad I took that screenshot before Sharks fan deleted it. It's so funny. I still laugh when I read it.
it was also inappropriate. I mean, I know they're brothers, and that's pretty much what
Yeah,
brothers
I
do all the
know
time.
that. Like I expected it to be deleted. That's why I screenshotted it.
But that's something I don't get. Like, why would you joke about your brother liking a porn or something?
I don't even know. They're
Because I used to
weird.
have a lot of banter with my closest sister, but even she never went anywhere near like that, you know.
I don't know. They're weird. They banter so much. Like they
Yeah,
just
even though
banter.
I mean they seem to stop just a little bit, maybe because a Sharks fan intervened. But I
Yeah.
hear them talking about their mother.
Yeah, their mother's really strict.
Oh yeah, like you usually don't hear that. It's usually hear about the father being like that's how it was in my family.
Yeah, their father was nice to them, but their mother was like really strict on them.
Oh, did they say before that they're Asian,
Yeah,
like Chinese or
Korean.
Korean? Are they like
Yeah.
full on, or is it just their one side?
Huh?
Like full Korean or half
Full.
Korean? Oh, full.
Yeah, they're Korean Americans.
Like were their parents both born there?
I'm not sure. I don't they never told me. They said that I'm pretty sure though.
It seems like the Generation Forum on Personality Cafe is starting to see somewhat of a revival.
Yeah. I wish
Like,
I kind of wish I joined earlier, like 2015, because that I was old enough to join them, but I would have never been interested in this kind of stuff back then. Because all
yeah,
I did back then was play Roblox. That was it.
yeah. Well, some of the conversations did get a bit toxic, though, especially once a Sharks fan came on the forum, and he got
Late,
in some.
yeah, that was late 2015, right?
Yeah, late 2015, early 2016.
Yeah.
And you know the user of Balti Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got in some pretty toxic arguments and stuff, and he got made fun of a lot on this website IGN.
Oh yeah, IGN's community is just like, oh wow.
Yeah,
It's like the worst community, but I don't know if it's supposed to be that way.
yeah. So, like I heard he said Newgrounds was worse, but like I wouldn't know. I never like the only thing I know about Newgrounds is it's the platform that started off a one YouTube community that I'm not sure you're familiar with, the Barney Bunch community.
I've never heard of that. What the heck?
It's where they take characters from little kid shows and they portray them as being gay.
That's weird.
I think I could
Have you ever been on there before?
like they make different videos like
Oh wow.
like like if you look up at Drew Pickles goes to, they make that's pretty much what they like. They make videos with the Microsoft Sam voice.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
yeah, and Drew Pickles talks about what he's gonna do.
Oh, have you watched Pantry on YouTube?
Pantry.
Yeah, Pamtry, like Pamtri. He makes the most weirdest videos of SpongeBob, Dora in a nutshell. Like they're so funny, but they're so weird. Oh my
I,
god, and the animation is hilarious.
this looks like claymation or something out of Spore. I mean
Like
everything. Like
I was binge watching his videos today. Like they were hilarious.
yeah, you know the YouTube channel Cinema Sins.
What?
Cinema Sins.
Never heard of that.
They go through different videos with different movies, and they talk about what's wrong with all of them, everything that's
Oh
wrong with them.
yeah, I've heard of those kind of videos.
Yeah, I used to binge watch them quite a bit. Bit
Yeah.
like back when I was closer to your age, maybe just a bit older.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, those were some good videos, you know.
Yeah. I haven't really watched them that much though.
Let's see, checking the news
That's where
every
you
day.
get your news from?
Sort of. You know, I just look because I want to get all sides of the story, kind of.
Wait, so what were you saying? Every day what?
See, every day. Is this something about the news?
Oh.
Say, you hear about Trump all the time in the news. You can tell.
Yeah, it's like impossible not to hear his name on the news.
Are you tired of hearing about him?
Yes. I don't really pay attention to politics though.
Yeah, you don't have to pay attention to politics to know Trump's name. I think he's probably the
Yeah.
most famous person in the world right now.
Yeah. How was your reaction to the 2016 election when he won?
Like, like when I first, like I was a bit surprised, but at first I actually did have some hope. Like I thought there'd be some silver lining because Trump was an anti-establishment. Like I thought, like I was hoping he would get us out of the wars like he promised.
Like make America great again?
Like not exactly that, but he ran on a believe it or not, a pretty anti-war platform. Like he wanted to get us out of Syria, as well as to heal our relationship with Russia. But of course, he pretty much backtracked on that, it, as well as being a complete idiot. It was, uh, you know, he likes to create controversy.
Yeah.
So I remember one stream that a Skittles cat joined.
Oh yeah, wasn't he the one using that weird Microsoft
I
voice?
believe so. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he's a 9-year-old at all. Because first of all, what kind of 9-year-old gives an shit about like a forum about decades, especially
yeah,
ones that they weren't even live or don't even remember at all?
yeah,
And like his posting style is just too good for a 9-year-old too.
yeah. Like, not to throw him under the bus, but I think it's even better than a Cool Dude's style. And he is 3 years old. Well, supposedly 3 years older than him, from what he claims.
Yeah. Like Cool Dude's just like grammar and spelling is kind of like way off. Well, like not his spelling, just his grammar because he doesn't put like spaces between his commas, you know.
Well, he is only 13 though.
Yeah. But like even when I was 13, I was made sure like not to do that.
That's heard Tim trolled on a Pop Personality Cafe a bit with the username Super Mario Plush Boner.
Oh yeah. Oh, remember when he joined in as Filipino?
Yeah,
Oh,
at first I thought that was actually him. I think we all
exactly.
did.
Like, oh my god, why does he always play us like that?
I
Like
wonder
he's
why he chose Filipino specifically.
probably because he just wanted to. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure more people will be excited. Like people wanted a Spyro Kev to join on there. There,
Yeah,
I
he should have
remember,
chose like Spiral Kid.
or Aldi,
Yeah.
because I know in these past few streams, the only one that's been joining, I think pretty much is Nerdy Gamer and MQG.
I've, I've been in like almost pretty much all of
Yeah,
Mario's
I'm talking
streams.
about all of the people that are usually just on in the zeros, because you and I, Mario Walker and Tim are of course on Popedia as well. But well, I mean, Nerdy Gamer is also, but he's not very active on that site
Mm. You
on
see,
Popedia.
Mario Mario changed it to in the Zeros Hangouts now because he said he wanted to get like more 90s born so they can talk about more mature topics. But like earlier, he said that he wanted to get more people around my age so I wouldn't feel left out.
Yeah, like I know he got a Travis in that like I wonder when Travis was born. I believe he said he was born in '99 in the chat, but his username
Yeah.
is crazy 00 nut, implying he would be born in 2000.
Yeah, he was born 1999 in August. That's what Mario told me.
Like then I wonder why his username is crazy 00 nut, especially if he was born in August. I believe he would be part of the class of 2017. Like I can understand if he was born in like November or December for making a username name with the 00 or implying 2000
Mm,
because he'd be super close in age and he'd pretty much be the same age as them all year. But
yeah.
yeah, he was very good to talk to it well in that one stream.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes the topics can get boring though.
yeah, I mean they talked about cartoons for a bit.
Yeah.
And I know what I don't know if it was Tim's friends or Travis's friends, because I know there's this one guy with this Yumi icon. I don't know if you remember from the stream.
Oh. I wonder what Zelda fan sounds like.
Yeah, and we talked about it in the original stream it, he may not be exactly comfortable joining these joining these streams because he may want to keep his YouTube channel private. Like if I could find it on my old account, uh, I believe his YouTube channel is Gabe Newell.
Gabe Newell? How do you spell that?
So like I'm gonna go at because he commented in one of my videos. Let's see, rant and analysis. Yeah, this is the video right here from my old account.
Oh.
See if I could. Yeah, he commented. Just need to find the. There we go, right here. So this is the chain of comments. As you can see, that's MQG right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember seeing this user Nexus on a Personality Cafe?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't able to because I joined it March 2016. He was already gone, but he had some very good points, and he was also very gentle. Like he wanted to stay as far away from an argument and confrontation as possible.
Yeah.
So
So
let's see.
so you said he was Gabe Muir or something?
Yeah, this is him right here.
Oh, Gabe Newell.
Yeah, right. Well, the reason I recognize him, he posted this exact same chart on Personality Cafe about about what he thinks are Zero's kids.
Oh.
That's how I know as well as the way he talks and stuff in some other comments.
Oh. Is that him in his the profile pic?
No, no, that's not
Okay.
him. Him.
Okay.
Yeah, the actual Gabe Newell that is actually the guy who made a Half-Life. He's sort of a like how some users go by the username like Chuck Norris or Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of what he's doing here. So yeah, I believe this is his YouTube channel right here.
Oh.
Why does stuff like this appear in my feed?
I don't know. Papa, I don't maybe because you watch it. I don't know.
No, I don't. I got a bunch of a family. Do you watch Family Guy?
Not really. Why? I mean, like, do you?
I used to watch it a bit. I mean, obviously the show's gone downhill.
Do you watch The Simpsons?
I watched some Simpson episodes, but obviously the problem with the Simpsons is it's way before my time.
Does it
So
mean you can't watch it?
I tried what, and I've watched a few episodes, but not too much.
Do you
To really,
like it better than Family Guy?
well, I haven't watched too much episodes to make an opinion on that, but
Oh.
what I know about Family Guy is that the old episodes were really good. Probably until around to like 2007. Because I know Zelik said this on one post how Family Guy should have ended with the Stewie kills Lois.
Mhm.
But I somewhat agree with him. And by the way, have you also watched Rick and Morty?
No.
No, but you've definitely heard about it, right?
Yeah.
Heard that show's very big right now.
Oh wow.
Like I've seen some episodes of it. I like it for what it is, but obviously I'm not too big into it. But I've heard some bad things about the community. Heard that they're like snobbish or they think they're smart or something.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, then again, pretty much all YouTube communities are like that.
Yeah.
Like the most infamous example is the Sonics fan base.
Oh, I'm not in that phase, so yeah, I don't know how it's
I mean,
like.
they're kind of a bit before your time, as well as pretty much before my time as well. They're like most of them are doing this crap in the zeros, no pun intended.
Oh.
like around the time Sonic 06 came out, it pretty much split the fan base. You got all these people complaining about the voice actor and stuff. But some of
Oh,
them went completely immature about it, as well as complaining about making nitpicks about the series.
oh yeah, I didn't watch that series.
I mean, yeah, they're very immature. So, I mean, let me check Personality Cafe again. I'm gonna go on
Do you,
Poppedia right now and see which topics have been brought up since come
how
on
often
mode.
do you go on Poppedia? I go on it every single day.
I go on every day just to check. You
Yeah,
know,
same, exactly.
I mean, I don't always comment. I've actually been more active on in the zeros because there's more older people on in the zeros. Well, Poppedia is more younger. Let's see.
Yeah, that's why Mario changed his streams to In the Zeros Hangouts now.
I'm sort of thinking about getting some personality cafe people, but like on the other, because I do have some contacts with some of them.
Yeah.
Let's
Do you
see.
still go on the Generation sub forum?
Yeah, on personality cafe, yeah. In fact, they commented on it not too long ago.
Uh, oh, you're on the Skittles Cats account. Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that troll. That was my friend
Yeah. What was he doing?
trolling.
So you gave him the address to Poppedia?
But it was like way before this trolling started though, because I recommended him to join it, but he didn't want to join it because he was like, who even goes on forums anymore? You
Why is he
know?
saying stop texting me, Emma? Were you
I
texting
think
him?
he wanted me to get the hint that he was trolling. He's so stupid.
Yeah, everyone thought he was a Skittles cat for a bit.
Oh
I'm
my god.
gonna
So
check what
he made
forums
himself
are.
anonymous.
There's me right there.
I find it funny how when you first joined in the zeros, you absolutely hated it, but now you're on it more than Popedia.
Yeah.
It's like if me and Danny didn't talk about in the zeros on that thread you made, I don't think you would have like ever been on it this much.
Here's Slimward right now.
He gives people a hard time sometimes.
That's why he is pretty much the Squidward.
Yeah.
See, so this is the 20. Are the 20 is more changeful than we say?
I did not see his reply on there yet. Do you
So you
think the
saw my
20 do you think the 2020s will be transitional, like really transitional, like more transitional than the 2010s?
I'm not too sure about that, but like I know uh like I'm not too optimistic about the 2020s with how the debt is right now and how technology is taking people's jobs.
Yeah.
So he said the 2010s were not super changeful. Music and pop culture is relatively similar from the start of 28 to 2018. The only big change in this decade was the huge political divide and rise of populism and Trump becoming president. Tech has changed quite a bit as well, but pop culture wise, it's really similar to the entire decade, even if you do divide it. And he says right here, I actually think the opposite. I don't think there has been a decade with this much similarities in culturally, actually all the way through. Maybe the 1980s, but the 2010s were even more consistent, I believe.
Do you think the 2020s will be better than this decade?
Probably not, to be quite honest. Like I know it'll be a very different decade for me because I'll be turning 30 at some point in that decade. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a lot of sort of a growing up in that decade, you know.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be moving out and stuff. But it's probably not going to be as fun for me as the 2010s. I mean, obviously because I was a teen in this decade, like the mid 2010s.
Yeah, I mean, like, I hope they're still decent, but yeah, like
Yeah,
the
I mean, you're going to
2010s.
I mean, you're still going to be in high school during the first incy bit of that decade.
Yeah,
Let's see. So you've seen that I updated my blog about this topic, about which decade changed the world the most, or
yeah.
do you agree with my lists?
I guess, yeah.
Let's see. So we have the 1930s at the bottom.
What
Snow
are you
White and the
thinking
Seven
of
Dwarfs.
writing about next on your blog?
Started thinking about maybe giving an opinion piece or maybe another countdown. The reason why I haven't been doing much of my blog lately is because a lot of these blog entries I find more fun making into threads, unlike Poppedia and the Zeros or Personality Cafe or Reddit.
Yeah, because you actually get more comments on those on like blogs. I mean, I don't even think you still have a comment on like on there yet. I think I was the only one that made a comment.
Yeah, I mean, I've only made 3 blog entries.
True.
I mean, this is the new one right here, and the one is slowing down. I've also made the one about the 9-year generation theory.
I remember when you made that on In the Zeros, and people kept on sending you those gifs of like, so you know
David
what?
Hasselhoff,
Yeah,
the Hassel jock.
yeah,
Yeah, because I also was on Reddit and I did not get that kind of response. There was this one guy that was critical, but he didn't send like a that. I mean, I don't know if you can type that sort of thing in the post pictures in the comments, but
yeah.
I was thinking about doing it on Personality Cafe as well, but then I decided not since I've already posted that in a few threads. Like
Yeah.
I was making a lot of the thread I made not too long before this was a thread about when average people's parents would born.
Yeah.
You remember that thread?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and that one got some good responses. Says
I think your most popular thread, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think your most popular thread on Personality Cafe was, do you think high school students look younger than they did 10 years ago?
yeah, that thread got quite a bit. But yeah, that thread got a lot of replies, especially since Miss Al and Nico Lynn were commenting on it a lot. They had this good conversation on there.
Oh, wow. I have noticed that though, kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
It's
it most
weird. I
definitely
wonder
is.
why.
Yeah, it most definitely is. Probably because other people have also noticed it. So even people that are not too big in generationology, that is something that they notice that high school students
Like
look a lot younger to them.
like even the beginning of this decade, like high school students didn't like look that young.
I mean, this it could also be for a fashion thing as well because people back in the early part of this decade were dressing more scene back then. This was still when scene was not fully dead yet. Like 303 was popular. The Lonely Island was popular at this
Yeah,
time.
but like they're so but like some of them are like so short in height too though.
Yeah,
That's what I've noticed and I don't know why. It's weird.
I remember you saying that you thought the of the 2017-2018 school year, the freshmen of 2021 looked young for their age.
Yeah.
Like I remember the classmen I went to high school with looking too young. Like with 2018, their class, the boys looked pretty young. I mean, the girls looked pretty mature, obviously the boys didn't at all.
Oh wow.
And 2019 looked even younger. They look even the girls, but especially the boys, they all look like little kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, 2017, the one that's just a year younger than me, they looked older than my own classmen.
Oh wow, that's weird.
I mean, they looked. I mean, I mean, they were a lot tall, especially the boys. They were a lot taller. There were more jocks in that class. They looked
Yeah.
more like the teenagers you would think of from the from like the zeros.
Yeah.
Let's see. So you know that you're now able to make signatures on in the zeros.
You've been able
But
to do that for a while now.
what I mean is that you're now able to post bigger signatures.
Yeah. I still kept mine's the same size though. I just think it's all right like that.
Yeah, it's been so yeah, the maximum height is now 300. I think this is because I actually did send a message to Chucky.
Oh wow. See, like when they made that restriction at first, I thought it was like so like restrictive. Like
Yeah,
like it's almost like you couldn't have a signature at all.
yeah. At first, I thought it was just Catwoman of V putting this restriction, and I always thought she seemed pretty strict as an admin. But then, so I asked her why is she doing this? That they should like I tried to be calm because I didn't want to get banned or anything. But then she said that this wasn't her call; it was Chucky's. So that's when I messaged Chucky, and he didn't message me back, but he made this.
Mhm.
So I think my words did get to him.
Oh wow.
And I'm glad he did that because if you're going to have it that restricted, why even have a signature line at all?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see who's online. You've caught me
See,
on this a lot,
every
haven't you?
time I view who's online and you're online too, we always see who's online.
Yeah, and I've caught you as checking my profile as well.
Yeah.
And
Maybe I could be viewing it right now.
I don't see it right here.
Try refreshing.
See, Nerdy Gamer, Slope Oak, American Girl, Animal, Zelic 3.
Guest.
Yeah, there are
And
always
another
guests on
guest.
here. Like I keep seeing guests register for accounts, but I never really see new users on here. To be quite honest, at least since I've been here.
Yeah, I have like an addiction of like viewing who's online on In the Zeros.
Mainly because I want to see if they're responding to my posts or
Exactly. That's
responding to me.
exactly how I am. It's like when I make a new thread, I'm gonna like see who's online for like a while. Just be like, you better respond to my thread
At what age is someone old?
when they're old.
Yeah,
What do you think?
this is my answer right here. That calling anyone 60 plus and elder is very disingenuous, if you ask me. There's a big difference between people in their 60s, 70s, and people in their 80s, 90s. People in their 60s, 70s are still usually active and still able to take care of themselves, while people in their 80s and 90s are usually a lot frailer and tend to need assisted care.
Yeah.
Like, do you have grandparents still like living?
Grandparents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how old are they?
I don't know their I don't know like their exact age or their exact birth year, but I think they were born in like the 1940s, I think.
That's when my grandparents were born in.
Yeah.
Like, what I notice, especially actually in my community, because we actually do have a lot of baby boomers like born in the late 40s there. And they
Oh.
still seem, especially the boomer women, they still seem very active. Like they don't seem like how you'd really think of 70-year-olds like 20 years ago. Like they're still active and stuff.
Yeah, my grandmother on my dad's side, she's like she lives I think she lives by herself cuz like husband died and she's still like going like really well.
Yeah, the same with my grandmother.
She doesn't even have like a cane either. She can walk. You know.
Yeah, I mean, usually people usually need a cane until they're like 80.
Well, yeah. She's not. She's not. Obviously, she's not 80 yet.
This year. Speaking of old people, Don Carlos uses this forum. He was born in 45.
Oh well.
I believe you've seen some of his posts,
Yeah.
as well as a Philip. I mean, he's not too old, Filipino. That's the guy Tim pretended to be,
What was that? It kept on freezing.
Filipino.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always wonder what's up with a Filipino.
Why? What about him?
Like he only seems the topic on a specific threads. Like he multi posts on them,
Yeah.
and I mean,
I
he hasn't
like
really.
Howard though.
Yeah, and LB of course,
Yeah.
mainly because he was the one that contributed in that roast thread.
Crop tops for guys.
Yeah, that's an infamous one right there. Crop tops for guys. And I was just stating my opinion, you know. Uh,
Slowpoke technically started it all though.
yeah, I mean,
I'm not
uh,
saying it's his fault, but he did start it.
yeah, I mean, you tied to the second one, and I think I don't know if it was Pink Panda or Grace.
It was Grace.
Yeah, who posted
Yeah.
the next one. And then eventually down the line, where he went by Dr. Mario back then, he said, "You guys just spammed a thread with unoriginal jokes that don't have anything to do with the Sea Captain Man 97's personnel." Then I came and decided to hit back at Slowpoke
Wow.
because I don't go down without a fight, you know. But I still stay true to my word, you know. I don't think that crop tops belong in guys.
Wow. So what would you do if you saw a guy wearing a crop top?
I wouldn't do anything but a thing in person because I don't want to get my ass kicked. But as long as I'm online, I can state my opinion because I think it. I mean, I don't know why guys have to wear that. If anything, guys should do it like the other way around, where like their bellies covered and their man titties are showing.
Wow.
I don't know why that's.
So you would never let your future son wear a crop top then?
No, absolutely not.
Wow.
No, if you want to dress like a girl, then I'd ask him, if you want to dress like a girl, why don't you get a sex change or something? I don't know.
Wow.
That's something I don't even want to think about to be quite honest.
So if the thread is hijacked, so it's crop tops for guysified.
Yeah, because that's pretty much a very infamous example. Well, especially if you and I are on that thread because we pretty much traded probably the most barbs on that thread, even
Like
more than Slowpoke.
it's like an inside joke.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people are not going to get it. Because I asked MQG if he's seen that thread, he said he didn't.
What are some other crop tops for guysified threads on Popedia that you can think of? Have there been any?
I don't know if
Oh
there
wait,
has.
I know your thread. This was before the crop tops for guys thread, but remember that thread, the 80s and rock music?
Yeah,
Yeah, that got crop tops for guysified.
yeah. But when Sharks fan did intervene, like he was able to stop that. I know Chucky wouldn't be able to do that for crop tops for guys. Plus, not only that, but I mean, Matt obviously didn't ask them for that. Matt 91, the guy who made that thread.
Yeah.
Let's
Have
see.
there been other like crop tops for guysified threads on Popedia?
What was that one we were bantering in a bit? Post something obvious to the person above you, or
Well, I don't think that one was like hijacked though, or at least crop tops were guysified.
Yeah, I could see that.
Was it the wide Z cuspers or something? I don't know.
Let me check it. Like I definitely remember you quoting my original quote from Personality Cafe, lol, and all these.
Yeah. You say
Yeah,
lol, I say LOL.
I've been saying lol since because that's what it said at first, and it just sort of stuck with me.
Oh wow.
This your hamster right here?
No, I'm in the basement. He's
This
in
your
my
hamster?
room.
Oh, I wonder how Mr. Truggy did this. I wonder if he.
I don't. It was either that thread or to say something obvious to the person above you thread, which I don't think was crop tops for guysified.
Let's see. I hate it when my computer won't. There we go.
You have a big signature, bro.
That's because they don't have a signature limit. Like I sometimes kind of wish they did because Nerdy Gamer X2M,
Yeah, his signature is so big. Like, oh my goodness.
yeah, the one that does aw jam it.
Yeah, like
Ah, damn it.
he needs to cut down on that.
Yeah. So, you got this little Sims thing right here.
Huh? Oh
This is
yeah.
yeah. Like I don't think we bantered too much on this thread, to be quite
Yeah, I don't
honest.
think it was that thread either.
I do to say this that it could go up to May 2002, right before Rainbow was born.
Wow. False.
Let's see. And that's when he did the. Oh, that's T Rex right there. This is the lull at all these 90s born brats. He said sorry at a Cowboy Bay Pirate moment.
Yeah.
Then Cupid the Stupid came in and said, "Don't you just hate that?" I tagged her in that one Popedia family thread.
What?
How, how
Um,
how you two would be like twins in a way.
I don't want to be twins with anybody though.
Yeah, but I knows that you guys have somewhat of a contrasting personalities. Like when I was about Cupid the Stupid, like I know that she's very mellow and very always nice all the time.
Yeah, but I'm not always nice though.
But I never really very much see you angry or confrontational like a unicornic.
I was angry on that thread on In the Zeros. What decade were you born? Because like Black Panther was like cared so much about the poll results.
Yeah, and you can tell on both in the zeros and personality cafe. Like not too much here. I mean, like we don't really argue that much because we'd be banned for it. But how unicornic and I don't get along really well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she's gotten over that one comment that lol at all these. Because I know you
You know,
like
that's
even though you joke about it, so I know you've gotten over it.
it's still hilarious though. Like, oh, remember that picture? Like when you were Sly Cooper at the time, I put a pic of Sly Cooper and like actual brats.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
I wasn't
goodness.
expecting that. I was not expecting that at all.
How did you react when you very first saw that?
I don't remember exactly how he reacted, but because I was expecting to get something more confrontational or angry.
Wow.
I was like, what?
You were like, what?
Yeah.
You didn't get it?
Well, I got it, but I didn't understand why you were why you made it. You know, he
Because
thought
this is a free country.
God bless America. When I first saw this guy, I thought because his username obviously invokes what's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, God bless America.
Especially his bold icon. Like I thought he would be a raging like atheist,
Oh,
even though he did say on one of the threads he said he does believe in God.
do you believe in God?
It's a complicated answer, but I'll be honest. I think that if he does exist, I'm wondering if he's a sadist.
So you kind of believe in him?
Like I've heard some people talk about near death experiences about an afterlife, but I don't know too much about that.
Oh,
Yeah, editor. Do you check this often? Recently
check.
updated.
No, I just go to wait. Oh yeah, I do go to recent updated threads. I go on there like every single day.
Do you go on this on your laptop or your computer or phone?
Mostly my laptop, but I go on my phone sometimes. But I just don't. I don't really like the s- smartphone version of Popedia.
I don't like the smartphone version of any site, especially Personality Cafe. Like, have you seen how Personality Cafe looks on a phone?
Yeah, I don't like it. I just prefer desktop. But when you go on desktop on your smartphone, it's so slow.
Yeah. For me, the only one that kind of works like the best. It's still I still don't like it, but it works the best out of all is in the zeros on the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. But one of the things I always also hate about doing on a cell phone is there's no enter key on the that sort of digital keypad. Like I don't
Wow.
know if that's the same
What kind of
situation for you.
what kind of phone do you have?
A Samsung.
Oh wow. I have a return key on my iPhone.
Yeah, do you have an enter key on the digital keypad?
Do like an enter key?
Yeah, where you could make a space, sort of start a new line.
I have the space button for that.
Let's see. I didn't realize this was Sharks fan that made this thread.
No,
Nothing.
actually that was Skittles Cat.
Rainbow and memes.
Yeah. Before we that was like when we thought Skittles Cat was like a friendly member, I guess.
Oh,
So
because I
Skittles
don't see
Cat
his
actually
first
made
post.
that.
I didn't see his first post on it. I think the first post was made by Sharks fan.
Yeah.
I don't know if they removed that. I didn't see too much. What did Skittles Cat do that proved he was a troll?
Well, first of all, that stream, and second of all, the fact that his writing style was just too good for a 9-year-old, you know?
Did he try attacking members?
Not necessarily attacking them, but he did try to hack into Sharks fans' account, and he
Uh,
also changed his IP address to get into Popedia when he got banned.
yeah, what did he get banned for?
I forget.
Saying,
I think he got banned for trying to hack into an account. I'm not sure.
I don't think it'd be for age. I don't think Papedia has an age restriction.
You know what's weird? I read the rules and guidelines, and before, earlier, it said you don't have to be a certain age, but now it says you do.
Let me see rules. See where is it?
Because back when I joined, I read that, and there was no age limit. It said no anyone of any age can sign up to Popedia.
Well, I think, yeah, I think the 13 rule is a like sometimes I even think it should be 15 because a lot of
Why?
13 into
Then we wouldn't have Wobo. Come on,
yeah.
bro. You leaving that dude out.
Like, but I thought this even before he came up. Like one of the things I noticed about I haven't noticed that all years of high school a huge difference between 14 and 15-year-olds.
Ow.
Like they're usually 15 years usually a lot taller. They seem a bit more
Wait
mature.
a minute. So you're saying that the age limit for forum should be the 15 because they're taller?
Or they also seem more mature, especially on a. Cause I also been on other there are chat forums as well. I noticed a bit of a difference there.
I,
Also, also the way it's pronounced. 15. It just sounds way older than 14.
for me, I think my 14-year-old self had way more in common with my 15-year-old self than my 13-year-old self. That's just me, though.
Yeah, let's see if I could find it here. So it says here that he put the age limit.
Um,
Rules and guidelines.
Actually, I don't know if it's rules and guidelines. Oh, it's in the Q&A. Hold on, I lied. Wait,
Oh,
yeah, FAQ.
oh, FAC. That's all I was pronounced it. FAC.
It's the first question.
13 years of age. That's pretty much what it is on pretty much every site.
You think it should be to 15?
Well, I think, well, maybe it depends on the situation for 13, 14. But thing is, I also notice, I believe you guys have been saying that Volvo has been getting in some heated arguments.
Yeah.
I think that could be a factor also.
I
Like,
mean, that might be just Wobo, because, I
yeah,
think, like, Lindali and cool dudes like that, they don't really get into that much arguments like Wobo does.
isn't the also what's the panda?
What?
Isn't also what's her name, Pink Panda or something?
Oh, she doesn't reveal her age.
Oh,
But she did say she was born in the 2000s, so yeah.
let's see, let me check the member
What year
list
do you think she was born?
between '02 and '04.
Between '02 and '04?
Yeah,
So you think like 2003?
if that's an average. That's also the year that Tim guessed Cal on Personality Cafe was born.
Oh, wow. How come you think between '02 and '04?
I don't know. Yeah, this is her right here.
Oh, wow.
301. Gotten 301 post count.
301. Oh, wow. I have like 1,000.
I'm surprised Long Gaussian is that this high because I don't really see too much of a. Maybe it's because I'm not checking the threads he's posting on, but
You
I'm.
say Long Ocean? I say Long Gay Ocean.
Uh, well, okay. So Long A Ocean or OTN. Yeah, I'm surprised he has this much posts. I don't see him too often.
He used to post a lot in late 2017.
Yeah, because I don't really see him too much these days.
Uh,
Unless they're talking, unless they're doing a bit of banter with Slowpoke and even though Eyewitness hasn't been on too long, but
yeah.
like they call him his pet, his dog.
Remember when I said he would be Gary and like
Yeah,
SpongeBob?
yeah, he did that today. And I said Spark Boy would be like a parrot.
Yeah. And you lied to yourself and said you'd be that patchy dude or whatever.
I think I'd be a good Patchy, to be quite honest. Like I don't think I'm a full on Squidward, to be honest. At least
You're
not to the
not a
same
real
degree that,
captain either.
oh my god. Like not to the same degree that Slim is. You know,
I only said you were Squidward because I said I was SpongeBob and SpongeBob tends to annoy Squidward.
yeah, but also uh, the thing is that me and Unicornic aren't like Patrick and Squidward, to be quite honest. We're kind of more like Mr. Krabs and Plankton or
I
another.
feel like I don't know. I feel like Tim could definitely be Plankton. Cause like,
Like because he seems like the most mischievous.
huh?
Because he seems like the most mischievous or the
Yeah.
biggest troublemaker. I
Did you
chose Zelek on the in the zeros
did you
for
put me as Karen?
yeah, because I put a let me check.
Wait, no, you put me as Plankton. How come?
I put you on Plankton on the other one, but on here this put you as Karen to Zelek 3 is Plankton. Even though I don't think you guys talk that much. So maybe that may be off.
How come I'm Karen?
Had didn't think another one would fit Karen as well. Because I don't see too many like a female members that are sort of like that.
Sort of like what?
Like a mischievous.
So I'm mischievous.
Well, out of all the females on the in the zeros,
There's barely any females on that website for some reason.
yeah, it's a total sausage fest. Anyways, so yeah, Al B would be Mr. Do you agree with Al B being Mr. Krabs? Let's see, still there?
No, I died. So yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. Let's see. You put Larry the Lobster as a slowpoke.
Yeah, just because Larry the Lobster works out a lot and like so does Slowpoke.
I thought you did that because their personalities. Like I know they're both very open and stuff, and they like to joke. Like I don't know if Larry, but I put Larry the Lobster as Jordan K. Do you remember
Yeah.
him? Jordan
Yeah.
K. Yeah. And Gary I put as Balti Raven. You may have seen some of his posts.
Yeah.
He was the guy that had this little hamster thing Hamtaro in his signature before they put the restriction.
Yeah.
He's the guy I sent that one video of the Ata to.
Of the what?
Ata.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen that.
Ata.
Yeah, Tim has because he I believe he gave me a karma for that
Uh,
as well as a Balti Raven. Mermaid Man MQG 96, Barnacle Boy Zelda Fan 20. Do they make a good fit right there?
yeah. What makes you think Black Panther could be Bubble Bass?
You remember Bubble Bass?
Kind of, yeah, but I barely see him in episodes though.
I think it's the reason I came up with Bubble Bass because I had to put Black Panther somewhere because he's so active on that site. But the problem is that all these other big characters, I already had someone else for it. I couldn't, so I just thought, I mean, they're both sort of a confrontational, and they're somewhat argumentative. I thought,
Yeah, Black Panther is like very political, you know? Like he's very
yeah,
into politics.
yeah, I know that. And I put Filipino as the Flying Dutchman.
Oh well.
King Neptune, Chucky G, Mindy, Misa. Patchy would be me. Potty the Parrot would be Smart Boy.
Yeah.
So they made a Simpsons one as well on the thread.
Yeah, Sharks fan did.
How many threads are gonna probably gonna end up doing of that?
I don't even know. It's gonna all be because of me. I started that trend.
I think I did to a certain degree with that one thread that said what character are you more like, what Teen Nick character you're more like.
I actually don't remember that, I think.
I think it's in the great games and trivia.
Oh,
You look for my icon here. Oh, you see all these how old were you threads on
yeah.
Poppedia and the zeros a lot.
Yeah. 3 word story. What sound do you hear at the very moment?
Oh, this is the thread right here. It's Poppedia family related.
Wait, you made that thread after I made the make your own Papedia family thread, so I still started it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like, do you still remember some of these shows?
Yeah.
Because I know you're able to watch them on like Netflix.
Yeah.
So I decided after doing the Poppedia family thread, I was thinking about doing something related to characters.
Oh wow.
So, and I came up with who would be your best friend. That's the Keenan and Kel thing. Think who would be like the one, a younger person who annoys you all the time, or or who you banter with, and who you sort of, and who's older but you have sort of a warm relationship towards.
Mm.
And here's your comment right here.
Yup.
Yeah, and I said you'd pretty much be my Megan actually,
Yup.
because we do banter a lot, and
Yeah,
you,
like
and you do
Dan
say it again. Go on.
Danny and his brother banter a lot on the forums. Like they're number one and like we're number two, like when it comes to bantering a lot.
Sharks fan actually rated us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wait, so what were you saying?
so yeah, Sharks fan rated us like Pro Danny and Coolers were at the top. Then you and me were at the second place, and at the very bottom was Eyewitness TV and Long Gaussian.
Long out. Yeah, Long Ocean. I say Long Ocean. I wonder what his username means.
I don't know, maybe something like I know as well as a lot of users they live in like the Southeast Asia, Australasia, New Zealand's area,
Hmm.
and that's I always wondered why there's a lot of users from that area. Like I started noticing that on Personality Cafe. It's including the annoying one, Andrew U 2005.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. He always literally every single post you're gonna find about him is like about the span of Generation Y or Z.
Yeah, yeah, he's the reason why T Rex actually left that. He usually went by Geisterhund on the Personality Cafe, but
Yeah.
and he kind of led to the downfall of that of the Generation forums as well. I'm surprised he's still on that Generation forum actually.
Wow, yeah.
I also notice he's very big into basketball because he always brings up for separating generations and decades something about the NBA.
Oh wow. Have you like talked to him?
I would talk to him. I don't think I've ever messaged him or anything, but like a lot of times I try to avoid him as much as possible
Oh wow.
because he seems pretty like his definitions for a generation seem to be stapled in his head.
Yeah, like he was by the 1982 to 2000 definition.
Yeah, I mean originally he cut it off at 1998 though.
You know, before September before September 2017, he made like a post that Generation Z culture would start in September 2017.
Oh, another prediction thread.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I don't really like prediction threads because, I mean, you could anything could happen in the future. Pigs could fly.
true.
I mean,
Or the world could actually end.
yeah, I mean, uh, that's sort of the reason I'll admit I was giving Wobo a hard time on that one thread. Uh,
Being an adult in the 2020s.
yeah,
Oh
because the thing
yeah,
because people are saying no, it's not decadology, and I was like, it's future tense, like it's decadology in the opposite direction. So like instead of focusing on the past, you're focusing on the future, which I actually think is even more redundant because you're focusing on something that we don't even know about at all.
yeah,
I mean, at least with past decades, you already have the information. And you can look up more information and stuff. So if the
true,
information is there, and you can even use your subjective point of views if you actually experience that. But with the future, there not anything goes, and
true, yeah,
more often than not, you're always going to get something wrong in a future prediction.
yeah, true.
I mean, the problem is people want the future to be they try to look at the future as they want it to be better.
Yeah,
Now,
people always want like flying cars or some shit, you know?
yeah, like like one common thing is they always want it to be better. I know they don't want to look at it from a very grim point of view, but
Yeah.
let's see another reply. B Chris02. I don't know why users do this when they put a year they like instead of the year they were born in their username. On this is very common on In the Zeros. Even Tim did this when he made 2007 fan.
Wobo wanted to change his name to Wobo 2012 because he really liked 2012, but the mod said no.
Yeah, I don't get why people do that because it
Yeah.
gives a bit of a wrong impression.
Like, were
To
you born in 2007 or something or what?
like I at first thought B Chris02 was actually born in 2002. When even though he wasn't, he was born in the 80s.
What month was he born in?
I don't know. I haven't checked, but yeah, and also Batfan 2005. Like I know he's an older guy as well. I don't know when he was born, but I
He
know
was
he.
born in 1979.
Oh, you do know that?
Yeah.
I thought he was born in the 80s
He was born close to it, though, very close.
because I thought he was a teenager in the Zeros
Yeah.
because he talked a bit about a shift in in the Zeros. No pun intended. Like I don't get why someone born in 1979 would care about that since they were an adult throughout the entire decade.
Remember those late 2006 shift jokes?
Yeah, I think Zelek 3 was the one that pretty much started that whole thing. He trolled it down, but he trolled it.
He hates on everything after 2006. Like, this is kind of
It's
the
like I
that's
mean,
the, that's kind
thing
that's
is
the
that
impression I get from him, though. You know?
yeah, it's not just a Zelek. It seems like people born around 1995 seem to be the biggest advocate for that shift. I was on not only on In the Zeros but also on Reddit. I noticed that a bit.
Yeah,
That I
like
like
Slim.
yeah, and like MQG and Zelda fan are not too, especially Zelda fan now. He seems more keen on 2007 and two, but they were for a bit.
Me and T Rex made late 2006 shift jokes.
Yeah, you usually don't see that from a T Rex. You usually don't see him being joking around and stuff.
Yeah.
He usually seems very serious in his posts.
I guess you could say he kind of is the opposite from me then in a way.
Yeah, I mean, the thing you do share in common is that that you're both tend to be easygoing and you don't like arguments.
Yeah.
Like I never see you argue with anyone,
Like arguing in like what way?
like on any forum or anything. Thing
Oh.
getting into something heated or like getting into a heated debate or that shows a lot of the anger and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with the T Rex. Like that's why I said he would be a good brother for Nerdy Gamer. Who's this guy? Milk.
Milk. I don't know. They must really love milk.
Let's see. What do you think they would be? I can see some of the fashion and makeup trends aging badly. Things from the 2010s I will age badly.
You know, Slim 95 kind of reminds me of Unicornic in a way, because like both of them tend to get into like heated arguments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that a bit. Let's see. Speaking of it. Ah, yes. Slow poke right here. Let's see. President of the Skinny Jeans Club. Happy Pride Month. You seem to be very good friends with Slowpoke, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Are you buddies with him on in the zeros?
What?
Are you buddies with him on do you have him on your buddy list?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only people I have on my buddy list are T Rex and Nerdy.
Oh wow. I have you on my buddy list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of people actually.
What I know is about the buddy list, it doesn't give you notification like you'll get on a Popedia or Personality
Yeah, that's
Cafe.
why I was really confused.
Maybe it's somebody to grab interest because you'd be more interested in what they're going to type and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe that's why they do it, but I always found it to be by far the weakest of the friend systems.
Yeah, true. I think I have the most followers on Popedia.
I thought that would be Sharks fan
Hold on, let me check.
because I know Sharks fan is the administrator of that site.
He has 22 followers. I have 23.
Oh, so that's one up from him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there any one specific use? Do you guys mostly have the same people
Huh?
following you?
Kind of, yeah.
Is there any one or few users that you have that he doesn't?
I think I think that would be Cal.
Oh, call.
Yeah, Cal. Yeah, Cal.
Yeah, there's why I call him a call is to differentiate from a Cal on Personality Cafe.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about Popedia.
Yeah,
Yeah. I made Cal is one of my friends that I made join Popedia. I gave
yeah,
him the link to it. He I remember when he first joined the Popedia, and I asked him, "How do you like Popedia so far?" He said it's kind of boring, and I said, "Oh well, I mean it's still new." And then he's just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was still new. I shouldn't have judged too quickly." And I'm just like, "Wow."
I don't think he's into a decade older generational. Well, or
I I wouldn't think so either, but like, he's still like he went on it not too long ago, like yesterday or a couple days ago.
because I know that's because the way people know about Poppy is from In the Zeros and Personality Cafe.
And me.
Like if Personality Cafe and In the Zeros had a baby, it would be Poppedia.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since Sark's fan was on those two sites. The guy who was administrating it.
You know, Cal's introduction on to Popedia about me is the second most liked post on Popedia.
Yeah, let
It
me
had
check.
12 likes. It's about me.
See top five liked.
It's not on the top 5 for some reason.
So I know that the most liked post is Sharks fans 1 year ago today.
Yeah, but if you go on the about me thread on introduce yourself, his Cal's post has 12 likes, but it's not on the top 5 liked posts.
Like I wonder how I wonder how you actually get on there because I remember seeing a post that should have been on there that had more likes than the ones that were already on. Like I know there's for sure other posts that have more likes than this one right here.
Yeah. I don't know why Cal's post isn't on there though. It's weird.
So when did you join Pop? Like, were you one of the first people to join Popedia?
Kind of. I joined on September 1st.
Like, because he said he created it in May 24th. I wonder how that must have been. Even Longao should join September 2017.
Yeah, but I joined before him though.
I'm surprised, really surprised he didn't shut this down. To be honest, like maybe he had some of his friends like Zampa Kid helping him out, like all of his Australian friends.
Yeah. I think
But I,
Popedia has the potential to like really grow, you know?
yeah, I mean it's a new site and it's doing good for. I mean it's
Yeah.
actually doing really good for a new site. You know,
Yeah.
especially the way see people keep spreading the word about it.
Yeah,
The
like
main
me.
the main thing I want to get is a more older. Because the problem with me about Popedia, the reason why I've been spending more time in the zeros is mainly the age problem. You know,
What age problem?
that Popedia is mostly younger people, while
Yeah,
in
you're
the
too
zeros is
old. Yeah, you're not cool. I understand that. I'm just kidding.
yeah. While in the zeros is more people closer to like my age or older. Because that's how it was on Personality Cafe as well.
What difference does it make?
Well, when I'm trying to discuss something like nostalgia and stuff. Plus I've always felt weird being in a room with mostly younger people, even in real life.
Why?
That's sort of just been the way.
So if you had kids, you'd feel weird because they're younger than you?
Well, not if they're my own kids, you know, because I'd be stuck with them, you know. No, you know, I'd be the one leading them and stuff. Unless my wife would break up with me and take custody.
Would you ever have kids?
Probably not, to be quite honest.
I don't I don't know about me.
Yeah, don't know if I want like the idea of a little Cabo Bay pirates running around.
Oh, don't worry, you're not a real captain anyway, so it's all good.
If I was real captain, I'd probably throw the kids overboard.
Yeah, you're not a real captain. Just admit it.
I don't even. What about a real pirate? Cabo Bay pirate.
He ain't a real pirate either.
I was thinking about maybe by changing my name to like a, especially after seeing the new Deadpool movie. I was thinking about changing it to Deadpool.
Please don't.
Yeah.
You know, when I first heard the word Deadpool, I actually thought it was a pool that was dead.
Or well, what did you think when you first heard the band Drowning Pool?
Um, the band Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
I've actually never heard of that before.
But they sing a song, "Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the
Oh
body."
yeah. Oh
Have you
yeah.
heard
Oh
of
my
that?
god, my ears are bleeding.
There's
Just
actually
kidding.
a one YouTube video. There's an 82-year-old man that actually covered that song. 82
Wow.
years old. People thought he was going to have a heart attack.
The fuck? Just from singing?
Well, because it's a heavy metal song with a lot of screaming and stuff.
So it's too heavy for him, I guess.
Well, because screaming, of course takes a lot of energy and stuff. And you know how old people are. They're a lot
Yeah,
more.
like you. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. I'm not old.
You were born in the 90s. You're old.
If I'm old, then explain Don Carlos, born in the 1940s.
You're still old though. Just
Like, you know how
because
far
just because some people are older than you doesn't mean you're not old.
1940s is as far from my birth as the 2040s. The thread I brought up.
Haha, old ass. Like I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the coolest bitch ever.
So you say.
It's the truth. Stop being jealous.
I ain't jealous.
Yes, you are.
Can you prove it?
What?
You can't have nothing to prove, though.
Yes, go on, Papi. I'm the coolest bitch ever.
I remember when I made that one comment when you said, lol, I'm dead. I said, who's going to be the new coolest bitch? And then Slowpoke
Nobody
came
though.
in.
There's only one coolest bitch, and that's me. I will always be remembered as the coolest bitch.
And then Slowpoke came in and said that take the crown. Then I changed his word around, said he. I think that's the thread actually that got crop toss for guys.
Wait, what was it?
Let me see if I can find it. I think that's the thread you were originally talking about.
The Y to Z cuspers?
No, it wasn't that because we already checked that one. It was something about a. No, that wasn't it. It was something about a kid. I think it was something about core childhood kids.
Oh, it was one was core childhood.
Oh yeah, this is the one right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, this.
that's
I think this
yeah.
is the one you were originally talking about.
Yeah, that got crop tops for guysified.
Yeah,
I also wasn't the original poster of that thread crop tops for guysified your thread too, the 80s rock.
maybe. I mean, but that
Pink
thread didn't
Panda
happen that.
made that thread, by the way.
Yeah, Pink Panda V3.
Yeah. Well, what goes around comes around, right?
Yeah. Let's see if I could find the comment here. Yeah, this is the comment we made, and I changed it around saying instead of him being a bit, he'd be a twink. And then
Yeah.
they joked around. He said, "I have too much body and facial hair to be a twink," and he posted this.
Yeah.
And it's funny. He talked about the crop toss. This is a crop toss for guys right here.
Yeah. I guess the slowpoke even understand that joke.
The twink. Oh, I believe
Like if the thread gets crop tops for guysified.
he thumbed up your comment on that one thread I made on Poppedia about the crop toss for guys who had been taken down. He thumbed that up
Uh,
when he posted that one meme of this one guy in the crop top saying when you successfully hijacked a thread.
that was me that posted that.
Yeah, he thumbed that up. So
Yeah.
he probably most definitely knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say crop tops for guysified threads now. Sounds much more creative.
Yeah. Even though it's an inside joke, I'm pretty sure not too many people are going to get it firsthand, except for you, me, Slowpoke, maybe Tim
Yeah.
or Albie, because he still remembers because I brought up that rear admiral joke to him.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was the best thread ever. I'm sad it got deleted.
Well, Albie talked about starting a roast thread,
Yeah.
even though I think that would probably get taken down by them. Even though he is a mod himself, but I don't. But it would probably have to be started by him if it shouldn't be taken down.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna end the stream here.
All right.
All right, this has been because you said it has caught my voice.
All right. That's good. Hopefully they can hear my sexy voice.
Oh my god. All right, see ya.